In this video, we'll be discussing how to market engineering services through press releases. This video is brought to you by PDH Courses. On Engineering PDH Courses, you will be able to renew your license through courses specifically designed for engineers and land surveyors. Please stay to the end of the video where we have a free offer for you just for watching the video. So stay to the end of the video and we'll give you more details on the free offer. Let's get started with how to market your engineering services through press releases. An easy way of getting your company name into the media is through the use of press releases. They also may be known as news releases, a press statement, or a media statement. A press release is either you or your company telling the press about a significant event or milestone reached by your company. There is a lot of credibility built up by having your company name printed in the media, having stories written about you, and being interviewed by broadcast media. You will want your ideal client to hear and see what the media has to say about you and your company. Simply being published by the media adds a great deal of credibility. If the media is willing to interview you or ask for your opinion on an engineering matter, then you are the expert, the go-to professional. Anyone who is thinking about improving their land or making improvements to their property that will require the services of a civil engineer or a land surveyor will think of the name they most often saw in the media. News or press releases can be about anything. It's best to pick a story about an event or news or information or story about something unique or it just doesn't happen every day. If you've liked our video so far, please hit the like button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Here are some examples of press releases that you can use. Announcing a new service or department that your company is launching, describing new technology that your company is now using, highlighting industry trends and surveys, promoting your company at an upcoming trade show, hosting an event, announcing new engineering projects, spotlighting a local sponsorship, mergers and acquisitions, opening a new office, introducing a new partnership, rebranding your company, promoting or hiring a new executive, and especially receiving an award. Now, how do you write a press release? While the heading should contain action verbs, the first paragraph should answer the who, what, where, and why of the topic. Also, the press release should contain understandable language and a quote. Most press releases, though, are only a page long, and at the most, 2 pages. Ultimately, the company wants to provide enough information so that the news outlets have sufficient information for publishing their own stories about whatever the company is announcing in the press release. Next, you want to make your headline irresistible. Just like writing a technical report, a successful press release starts with a headline. In a single line, you will make it captivating using actionable verbs, clear, understandable language, and keep your headline short and simple. Search engines will then rank your pages higher with brief titles. So keep it simple to keep the reader's attention on the top of the message. Most importantly, make the title interesting. Reporters get dozens, if not hundreds, of press releases every single day. So spend the time to write a captivating headline that grabs the reader's attention. Also convey the news value to the press. For the reporters and the blog authors to be jumping at the chance to print your story, you have to know why they should care. Right up front in the press release, right in the first paragraph, you should cover the who, what, when, and why of the new launch, update, or development. Reporters don't have the time to search through the details and unnecessary background. No, they just need the facts. The facts from someone in a position of authority that they can use in their very own article. After that, there should be no new crucial information that the reader could potentially miss. Also remember to offer a tempting quote within the body of the press release. Now the upfront information has been completed, it's time to build up the information with a quote or two that the reporters can use for context around the announcement and to help strengthen your news. These quotes should show how it affects the engineering field, the industry, your customers, and or the community. Ideally, quotes should come from key stakeholders in your company, including the executive team, project leads, or those directly impacted by your announcement. Quoting key figures and authorities underlines the importance of your announcement. This chosen quote should shape your narrative and emphasize the core of the announcement. Don't ask everybody for a quote. You certainly don't need 25 different quotes from the people involved in the acquisition. In short, pick one or two critical spokespeople and focus the quote around their unique perspective. The next thing you want to do in the press release is to provide valuable background information on the subject. In the first paragraph, you should have given the facts about your news event. In the next paragraph or paragraphs, you should have inserted a few quotes. Now in the next, or let's say last paragraph, offer details that strengthen your story, like creative or noteworthy ways your company developed the project. You may even want to comment on how the announcement will have future implications. Just remember that this is a press release and not a novella. The purpose of the press release is to get the word out about your company. And if the reader needs your services, to search the internet for your company and then visit your website, or even better, to pick up the phone and give you a call. To sum it up, a press release is noteworthy and concise. So let's summarize the who and the what in a boilerplate for the press release. Your press release should follow these simple rules to summarize the release. Make your press release incredibly easy to reference. Describe what your company does in clear, plain English. Include a link to your company website early in the press release. And make your press release concise and straightforward. If you cite data, make sure you reference your source of your data. And make sure that every name in the press release has an associated title and company. To make sure that you are following these simple rules, ask a colleague to review your press release and ask them if they can easily and readily explain why the announcement matters, what your company does, and why the executives included are quoted. If your colleague is unable to answer these questions, then you might need to rewrite the announcement. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Now that free offer, it is an audit for your engineering business. It's simple questions that you can answer, and at the end of the audit, you'll know what areas of your company you need to work on a little bit more to make it work even more efficiently and be more successful. Also in the right corner is the next video in the series of how to market your engineering services.